Hello, here we are again, back with part 2 of the MIST 1010 FPGA. So I've got it all in a case, as you can see here. It looks pretty good, looks very good. Yeah, I'm going to show you a couple of clips of how I built the insides in a minute. Okay, so here we are. I'm just fitting in the ports to the back. So you've got the tape here, you've got the power here, 2 joystick ports either side. Something to note here is the soldering. You actually solder the entire port, let's see if I can get that, to the actual back of the PCB. So it's a bit strange. I've never done that before, but there you go. I'm now about to clean it up, and I think we're ready to assemble this. Marvellous. Right, okay. Here we can see it's in the case. It looks pretty good. However, let's just turn that round. I've had to Dremel the back a bit, and although I've cleaned it up and it looks okay from the outside, it's better if you don't have to do what I've just done. So the problem is these, and as you can see here, the wings right here where the 2 bolts go through, well, they're actually too long to fit in here. So if I zoom in there, you can see it sticks past the end of the PCB and it doesn't sit in the back of the case, and you can't close the case properly. So my suggestion is, when you fit these, or before you fit them, you cut through, you slice right through the hole there on either side. So there we go, just like that. Slice, slice. So each one of these you cut through or Dremel through, or however you want to cut it, and then solder it on, and it will save you a buttload of grief later. So anyway, onwards and upwards. Let's just see if we can take that off. So as it stands now, we've got 2 9-pin D-sub ports for the joysticks. We've got a wireless internet adapter, and yeah, it's all ready to rock and roll. The front and back are actually PCBs, and these are available from PCBWAY as well, and you can get them in a variety of colours just like any other board. So yeah, it looks the part, and as you can see, it's tiny, really is. These cases is what it's been designed for, are straight off the shelf. I got this off eBay. They're not very expensive. Let's just slide that in. It's been designed specifically around this, he says. Let's just, there we go. So yeah, we've got a latch-in push button for the power. Our tape connectors fitted. So yeah, we've got our USBs. It looks like a fully professionally built product. So a friend of mine already had some of these, so he sent me a couple over. I bought some caps for the tactile switches here, as you can see, and the LEDs shine through here. It just looks brilliant, really good. I haven't put the screws in yet, and I will be putting rubber feet on. I've got some of these things from eBay a while back that you just stick on, so I'll be using some of those. So in order to show off this in a minute, I'm going to have to get it into the computer, and well, I got one of these for my birthday, and yeah, this thing is absolutely phenomenal. It's a 1.7 OSSC, and I had to modify it slightly to get the new firmware on. Oh, I didn't have to modify it, but I did, because I'm built that way. So yeah, I'm going to show you a couple of pictures in a minute. It basically means removing a resistor, adding a wire, and it bypasses the internal HDMI chip and uses the FPGA to output its signal, which means you can use, well, the long and short of it is, you can use firmwares above 0.99. So you can use 1.XX firmwares in it, and that gives you a lot of other options. And this thing can really give you a good picture. So what we're going to do, when I show you this, I'm going to take the output from VGA, take the sound from the 3.5mm jack. I'm going to go into the VGA here, into the sound there, and then HDMI to a ridiculous little cheap converter that's USB. One of these. So that's going to be my render chain. I'm going from this via VGA to the OSSC into a very, very cheap HDMI capture. And yeah, I reckon it's going to be good. We all know PCBWAY makes great quality PCBs. After all, the clue's in the name. But did you know they also have a lot of other specialist equipment to make your 3D designs a reality? PCBWAY can make your designs come to life with CNC rooted material made out of lots of different metals and plastics. They can make 3D prints, everything shipped straight to your door. They can even do vacuum forming and injection moulding. On top of this, PCBWAY has a great maker store where you can buy any components and equipment that you can imagine. All you need to do is get designing, get onto PCBWAY, and they'll ship it straight to your door. But that's not all. A lot of other people have done this, and they've made their own designs, and you can also replicate them. They're ready on their site to download, manufacture and send straight to you. If you're not the design type, no problem. Just look at their shared projects, someone's already made a design for you. All you got to do is click the button and have it sent straight to you. The answer's simple. If you want to make anything, check out PCBWAY. Okay, so this is our startup screen. A few things to make note of. I've got a scanline effect, and that's being set by the OSSC. Yeah, I think it looks a bit better, so we're going to carry on with this. My joystick's a bit clicky. It's one I built myself. I've got it on Thingiverse. I'll put a link in the description, as you can hear. Right, so let's start off. What are we going to start off with? So 8-bit wise, let's go down to BBC. Here we go. You can see this core is 2021. Don't let that put you off. It's very full featured. So it starts up the core. And there we go. Now you can see we've got a simulated MMFS file system on here. So in order to get that to boot, we just pop into the core menu. We come down to auto boot. And then reset. Press enter. Ta-da! And those of you that have got an MMC on your real BBC will find this, well, very familiar. So yeah, we can go through the screens on here. I really like the BBC core, really do. Let's have a look what we've got. Cholo was a good one, but it's a BBC, so it's got to be Chucky Egg. So let's just do that. Oh, please stop tape. Here's going to be where we found one that I can't get to work. There we go. And I've just realised I've left a thing running on the top of the screen. That's the output from the OSSC, that little blue box. Let me see if I can just back out of that. No, how do you exit that one? Ah, there we go. So, AZ. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's go S to start. How many players? We're going to say 1. Get ready, player 1. Okay, so, rocking the keyboard. Look at that. Now, I think this is, the BBC has an interlace type output, which may or may not come out very well on the video, but there we go. As you can see, it plays superbly. And even though I'm playing it through the OSSC in a tiny little capture window, the quality is superb. Here we go. So the OSSC does a fantastic job of grabbing the VGA output and cleaning it up. Oh no, you didn't. Let's go around him. No. Which way are you going? Thank you. Look at that. One of the best versions of Chucky Egg this is. Although I do remember as a kid playing it mostly on C64. As I played most things on C64. Here we go, look at that. My first computer was a Dragon. I really love that machine, but you know, you get a C64 and you grow up, don't you? I was quite fortunate in that I got the C64 whilst I was still very young. There we go. Look at that. So as you can see, the BBC smashed it. Let's get reset and queue up for another one. So another 8-bit core. What have we got here? Atari 800. Look at that. Now this one, I haven't pre-tried this beforehand. Let's try this one. 2022. Here we go. Right, now let's see, it loads ROM car. I'm not really sure where I've stuck all my stuff here yet. ROM, no, that's not what we want. User, games, car. Oh, there's so many to choose from. River Raid. Look at that. It is very worth me pointing out right now that unfortunately, because I'm going through a capture device and the frame rate is different on the video, it may not seem smooth for horizontal scrolling. Please be aware that in real life it is super smooth. So there's no two ways around that. It just may not be on the video. Let's see if we can't. No, that's not going to work. Press start key. Oh, well, of course. Which one's the start key? Oh, something's happening. And we've got joystick. We've got joystick action. Clicky clicky. Look at that. Now this is a quality game, no matter what system you play it on. However, I mean, my first experience of this was on the Atari 2600, which is, well, superb. The C64 absolutely smashed it because it's a C64, but this is the next best version without a doubt. So for my ranking for this game, it's got to be C64, then this version, and then the 2600. Look at that. Brilliant. And this is the same for quite a few Activision games like Pitfall, Pathfinder, stuff like that. Although one thing I will say about the Atari was it had more colours. Definitely had a better colour palette than most of the other machines. Well ahead of its time. There we go. I think with the Atari though, the sprites were limited in colours. Whoa, look at that. Messed that right up. But there you go. Atari 800, absolutely no issue at all. Let's reset that. I could play loads of games, but then I'll be here all day, and so would you. So I'm only going to just give it a quick overhaul. Right. Okay, Amstrad. Now, where do we start with this? I'm not an Amstrad fan. Anyone that knows me knows this. Yeah, there's some truly diabolical games on this machine, but I'm going to show it just for completeness. What have we got here? Games. Let's pick one. Ah, well, that's not what I was expecting. No. When I said to you about the video frame rate being different because I'm recording it, that's obviously not going to have any impact on an Amstrad because the scrolling on that is just diabolical. Oh, what is it here? Is that, no? Romantic robot. Don't know what the hell is going on here. I brought up some kind of strange interface thing. Right, I'm going to just hit reset on that. Right, let's mount another disc. And here we go. Oh, shift key does that. Didn't expect that. Star cat. No. Cat. Ah, cat. Like I keep saying, I'm not a big Amstrad fan, so I've got to remember how to load this crap. Ah, did get it right. Infinite lives. No. Well, I think it's supposed to be doing something. Oh my God. Here we go. Now, one of the big problems I have with this steaming turd of a machine is how blocky everything looks and how orange everything is. But there you go. That's my own pet rant there. Don't know what we're doing. It's doing something. Come on. Oh my God. There we go. Look at that. So it's still loading. This is a particularly diabolical version of this game. Here we go. Come on. Wait, what? And there we go. You can't control this. You can't see your whiz ball rotate. So even though it's spinning like there, it wasn't actually spinning. How can I explain that better? On a Commodore 64, when you play this game, when your whiz ball spins, you can see it rotate. On here, even though it's got rotation, it still looks like that grinning monstrosity on the screen there. So let's spin it. Should be spinning, should be spinning. It's not, look at that, but bam. Yeah. And that is pretty much as far with the Amstrad as we really want to go. So let's give that a reset. I really don't like that machine. Right, okay. So we've done a BBC, Atari, Amstrad. Let's have a look. What else have we got on here? We've got cores all over the place. Spectrum. There we go. From 2023. What have we got here? Wow. Now, because of the way I've got the OSSC set up, the screen may not be centered. And that's my fault, not the MIST fault. So, let's see what we got here. Load tape. Classics. Blah, 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 blah. I have no idea. Let's... what are we going to do here? Attic Attack, wasn't it? Yeah, let's have a look at that. Alright, so if we go tape loader, well, bam, straight in. And as strange as it may sound, I've got quite a lot of affection for the Spectrum. It's a triumph for simplicity. And a lot of the games are really good to play, even though you had colour clash and stuff like that. I don't know what's happened here. I think it's just crashed. Okay. Right. I'm not really sure what just happened there. have a look. Standard 128. You've got different ones. Let's do that. I really don't know what I'm doing with the Spectrum core on here. I don't really use the Spectrum core on the MIST. Here we go, Attic Attack. We'll have another go at that. And that's J. Oh no, how'd you get that? I've gone into 48 mode. And I remember J being load. What am I doing? I don't seem to have many. There we go. The Z80 a snap file, so it just loads in and runs. Right, J to swap joystick. Sinclair, looks about right. Press fire to play. Never played this on here. What was the deal? Do you do this one? There it goes. Oh yes. Now this is one of my favourite games on the 64. I've never played it on the Specky though. Whoa! No, we're not having none of this. Right, well, it is working. It says I've got to go up this way. No, down this way. What am I doing? I think I want that. I think I want that. Don't I? No. What the hell's going on here? Yeah, I'm not even... I think I'm nearly dead. There you go. ZX Spectrum. Works very well on here. It's a very good core. Let's have a look at that. Don't know what else we got. There we go. Another one. Yeah, it's a very nice core. It just works. So yeah, let's do a reset. Oh, that's a bit funky. Another game I never really played on the Spectrum. Right, let's give it the old executive reset. So, this is the ZX Next. So we can just let that boot. And then we can go into Next OS. And this is exactly like a ZX Next. And the MIST does a very good job on it. So it can play ZX Next games. I think the only thing it needs to do is insert some wait states on the fastest mode. So yeah, it's not bad at all. So let's move on to the next thing. I've just shown you the Spectrum game. There's no point in me loading any of these up. If we just reset, you can do it from the menu, which by the way, if you want to bring up, you just press F12 or the button on the front of the MIST. Let's look at something else now then. If we go into well, the Atari 5200 is basically an Atari 800, but here I've got an Atari 7800, and this console can also play 2600 games. As you can see, this core was made this year, or the latest revisions were this year. That's probably more accurate for me to say. Here we go. Okay, so 7800 core. Let's pick a 2600 game. If I... Oh, what was that? Dig Dug. Look at that. So this is a Atari 2600 game. Never really saw the point of this at all. But there you go. Yeah, okay. Here comes the critter. No, you don't. Like that. And I think I won that round. Look at that. Oh yeah, being bum rushed now. No, you don't. Oh, where are you going? Get back here. Oh, you. Yeah, not very good at that, as you can see. Okay. So the 7800 core works very well with both 7800 and 2600 cartridges, although there is a 2600 core on here as well. What else have we got? C16 works very well. Coleco 2021. The Coleco is a very strange machine. Very strange. Let's have a look. There we go. Another 8-bit console, realistically. Let's have a look at the Game Boy. I'm not sure if this one's going to work. Don't know if it's going to be out of range. Yeah, I don't think that's I don't think that's going to be in the standard range. That's a shame. It's probably out of range for the OSSC. Let's hit reset on that. All right, what have we got here? Yeah, we've got the Intellivision. Look at that. Probably needs a cartridge in there. Again, not one that I've got a lot of experience with. I think this might be the one that's very close to the MSX. Again, another one of my favourite games, Beam Rider. Ah, players 1 to 4. Right, here we go. Come on. Because I'm playing it for a capture, the lag is substantial, but it's not actually on the real machine. But I think you get the point. Nice. God, that's severe lag. I've got it going through OBS and yeah. So the Intellivision, absolutely doodly, works fine. Okay, MSX. Another machine that I'm really quite fond of. Let's see what we're going to do here. Right. Okay. So I've mounted a VHD file. As you can see here. Let's try a sofa run, is it? Well, I don't know why it's gone black screen. Ah, there we go. So it was just loading. Oh look, there you go, River Raid. Let's hit that, start. This had a really funky version of River Raid. Okay. F1, here we go. Really strange graphics. And it plays really nicely until all of a sudden the game, it just, it doesn't shut down, it pauses. Like it's got too much to process. It's naturally faster than the other versions. Oh, I've just shot the bloody fuel. It is a lot faster, and it's unplayable for a capture card. Not a hope. But as you can see, MSX works really well. Let's give that the reset. Boom. Okay. What else have we got on here? We've obviously got NES. Look at that. Works very well, extremely well, as you'd expect. Okay, you got the VideoPac, which was a Philips machine in the UK, and that was, well, let's face it, it was a bit dodgy. Wasn't a great system. I actually knew someone at school that had one. I have no idea what all this is. I've never actually tried this one on here, so there we go. As you can see, it's not going to win any graphic quality awards. It's probably still preferable to an Amstrad though. Right, let's move on. Okay. There. What do we have there? So we've got an Oric. There. Tangerine, look at that. I'm not even sure. I don't think I've ever actually used this. No, it's not having none of it. No. I'm not even sure how to use an Oric. I've never owned one. So it's a bit like a ZX Spectrum. But as you can see, it works. Ah. Might happen if we turn on the mount disc. Don't know if this will work. Yeah, didn't do a lot for us. So anyway, let's come out of that. Oric, nice. I will have to give that one a look. You got a pet on here, Sam Coupe, Sega Master System. As you can imagine, these work as you'd expect. So here we've got a TI-994A. I actually owned one of these as well back in the day, briefly. Okay. Let's see. There was a game on here. I think it was Proton. Protector. No. Oh, Pitfall. Okay. Right there. Yeah. I don't really know how to load stuff on here because I don't play it. Oh, there we go. One for TI Basic. There we go. Yeah. It's not one that I generally use. Right, we've got VIC-20 on here as well. Look at that. It's the screen would not be set up right. Let's have a look. That's better. Switch that into PAL mode. PRG. Cool. There's so many games on the VIC-20, and a lot of them are really good. Munchman, that's probably, don't know what that is. It didn't like it though. Didn't like that at all. It might. The thing with the VIC-20 is memory. Some games it just won't work on the exact, unless it's the exact right amount of memory. Some games you had to do an SYS number on them to work as well. See, it's, yeah. $3K, 8K RAM, cartridge off. Off. Right, I'm gonna try that. It should reset to us, yeah, 3.5K machine. All right. No, didn't like it. I'll have to figure out why that's not working. Yeah, it doesn't seem to like it at all. These are PRGs. You should just be able to load them and work. If I CRT with load address. Right, let's try that now. Doesn't like it. Press play on tape. Searching. Okay. I've done something wrong here. I know I have. I know this chord does work because I've actually used it, but it was a long time ago. Alright, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to hit that. Let's load a tap. Abductor. Press play on tape. See what happens here. Give it a few seconds. Found Abductor. There we go. I'd really, really hope it's... Oh, there we go. And look at that. Llama Soft. Dun, dun, dun. Ain't that just superb? So, we've played a lot of 8-bit machines. Let's crack into the main event. C64. So, the latest core is only a few months old on here. Yeah, the screen's out of position for the same reason I said earlier. It's the OSSC. I haven't set it up right. So, let's have a look. We can load all sorts of stuff in here. You can do all sorts. You can change the VIC2 variant. You can have a second SID. Change the audio filters, MIDI. It's a really full-featured core. So let's have a look. If we load a PRG file, I've got the one load V5 on here, which everyone should own. Now, if we pick a game, one of my favourites, Scarabaeus. Let's try that. Is that on here? Yeah. Let's press enter and just type run. Here it goes. Look at that. He's running away from me. There he is. Come back here. Got him. Absolutely superb. So if we reset the system, there we go. Load another one. Whatever that is. Oh, this game, I don't know, someone must have been severely off their head when they did this one. I have no idea what it's about. But I had this as a kid. It was from Quicksilver. And yeah, basically, you've got to knock those green things off the castle and you're a chicken or something. And he's going to try and drop things on your head. So you've got to get out of the way. And the idea is that the blocks get thrown up and drag the bad guys, but you can't have it knock you, so you've got to make, there you go, look, there it goes. What you don't want to do is have it fling you off the seesaw. Like that. And you can push the blocks. Yeah, it's really strange game. Yeah, so let's leave that one there. I did actually spend a lot of time as a kid playing that one. That's right, we go up to the top. This core is brilliant. I've played a lot of it on here. It's based on the MIST core, Really good, really good. Do you want to be Brad or Janet? Let's be Brad. Here we go. So, where am I going? No, you're not. I'm going up here. Oh, it's not letting me. Run, 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 rabbit. Go, 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 go. Oh, I've been caught. Yeah. That's it. What's going on there? Oh, you've got to have a key, that's why. You've got to watch out for this geezer. He shoots you with a... Yeah, like that. Game over. So, yeah, the C64 core is just phenomenal. Works really, really well. Let's pick up another one. Why am I doing that? You can just press the first letter you want to go to and it'll take you there. I've got loads in here. The one load is the definitive collection. Ah, damn it. Right, so if you're going to load a PRG file, it works by injection. So you need to do a reset first. Otherwise, it can do strange things. So let's just do that. Do that. Boom. This is easily the best version of Pitfall 2. Bar none. It's just superb. I played this a lot as a kid. But yeah. So let's flip that out. Right, so I think I'm going to wrap this video up here for this one. As you can see, most 8-bit stuff works really well. Really, really well. There's not a lot that I've found that doesn't work properly. Like in the case of the Amstrad, it doesn't work properly because it's an Amstrad. But seriously though, most of the cores are feature complete. Even though they may not be bang up to date with today's date on it, they've got to a point in time where they didn't need to be expanded any more than they are. It just works. And there's quite a lot on here, as you can see. There's a lot to see on here. So yeah, next video, what we're going to do is have a look at the other cores, the 16-bit stuff, and go through that. So thanks for watching. As always, check out my compadres in the video description. They've got brilliant stuff going on their channels. Take it easy, and I'll see you on the next one.